Hello everyone, welcome to our talk show, Student and Learning. Today we're going to talk about study experience. Let's welcome our guest today. Hi.
Hello.
So, can you tell us about your study experience?
Of course, one learning experience I want to share is using Duolingo to study English in Mexico.
Why did you choose Duolingo?
I chose Duolingo because it's very convenient. I can learn on my phone lesson and each lesson takes a few minutes.
Uh, what do you like most about Duolingo?
What I like most is that Duolingo feels like a game. It gives me motivation to study every day and instead of feeling bored.
Uh, how has it helped you learning?
It helps me remember vocabulary better and practice simple sentences. Over time, I feel less afraid of English.
Uh, does Duolingo have any weakness?
However, Duolingo also has some limits. It doesn't explain grammar very deeply.
So, is Duolingo enough by itself?
So I don't think Duolingo is enough on its own. Students should practice speaking and learn from other materials.
Who do you think Duolingo is suitable for?
I think Duolingo is best for beginners or students who want to practice English daily in a simple way.
Do you have any advice for other students?
My advice is to use Duolingo as a support tool. Don't just play for score, focus on speaking and using English in real time.
Thank you for sharing your experience. From the top, uh, we can see that Duolingo is a useful learning app, but it should be used wisely.
Can you tell us something interesting about your study experience?
So recently, I have been using a learning app called Wanda, and I would like to share my experience.
That's interesting. Why did you choose Quandra?
I choose Wanda because it helped me solve homework problem quickly, and I can take a photo of a question and get explanation easily.
What do you like most about Quandra?
I like that it gives step-by-step solution. It helped me how to do exercise, not just see the answer.
How has it helped you your learning?
It helped me understand difficult subjects like that, math and physics better. I
Okay.
feel more confident when I doing homework and tests.
Okay. Does Quandra have any weaknesses?
Mm, Sometimes students depend too much on the app and stop thinking by themselves.
So is Quandra enough by itself?
No, I think Wanda should be used as a support tool. Students still need to study lesson and practice by their own.
Who do you think Quandra is suitable for?
It's suitable for students who need help with homework and difficult exercise.
Do you have any advice for other students?
Yes, use Wanda to understand the solution, not to copy the answer. Learning is more important than finishing homework quickly.
Thanks for sharing your experience. From this talk, we can see that Wanda is a useful learning app, but it but it should be used responsibly.
Can you tell us something interesting about your study experience?
So recently, I have been using a mathematics app that helps me with difficult homework. It's called Photomath.
That sounds interesting. Why did you choose Photomath?
Well, I primarily use Photomath because of its convenience. When I can just scan my homework and it will send the answer immediately. and I find it really convenient when I want a quick check for my homework.
What do you like most about Photomath?
Well, I mostly appreciate the way it offers me with step-by-step explanations, and by that way, it helps me to understand the math problem significantly instead of just taking the answer and then turn off the app. So I think learning the process will be really crucial if you want to be a good in math.
How has it helped your learning?
Well, it has many ways that help me in learning, such as solving difficult math problems or learning new way of solving methods. And also, learn new techniques of how to solve a math problem.
Does Photomath have any quickness?
Well, there has to be some drawbacks, but this mostly come from the students themselves because some of them become overly dependent on the app and they stop thinking and use the app as a replacement. And that, as a result, their grades when taking tests become really bad because they have no assistant while doing their test.
So, is Photomath enough by itself?
Definitely no. Beside the assistance from the app, regular practice and guidance from teacher play an important role in improving students' math skills. So I think they should only learn math through their teacher, and this app should only be a small part of their study.
Who do you think Photomath is suitable for?
Well, I think it's really useful for students who are in help of difficult exercises or some that trying to learn new methods of solving a math problem to improve their skills. And for example, when a student can't solve a problem, they can scan the app and with the given process, they can learn the way how to solve that problem on their own in the future.
Do you have any advice for other students?
Well, my advice for other students who will use this app is you should only take this app as a learning aid, and the help from this app is just a little when it only gives you how the problem is solved. So you should practice regularly and also listen to the teacher carefully, and you shouldn't use the replacement of critical thinking by the app, and that won't give you higher score in your tests.
Thanks for your sharing your experience. Mm, from uh, from this talk, we can say that Photomath is helpful math app, but it should be used properly.
Let's start with the basics. So, what do you reckon about learning online?
So virtual education has been especially convenient tool for learners in order to make a deep research and solve sophisticated questions. ChatGPT represents as a conversational AI that can generate human-like response. Its main feature include writing contents, coding assistant, or even creative tasks like generating AI pictures, summarizing ideas, storytelling, or even brainstorming ideas.
That sounds quite versatile. So, do you think those such wonderful features integrated in chatbot boost efficiency in your work life?
One absolutely one key benefit is time efficiency. ChatGPT can quickly provide explanations, graphs, or solution. Another is accessibility. Users doesn't need don't need high advanced skill to interact with it. It also become a boost workflow by acting as a virtual assistant available 24/7.
So it's not just for tech experts.
Not at all. Students, professionals, or even small business owners can use it to simplify tasks and improve workflow.
Every technology has limitations. So what are several drawbacks of ChatGPT?
One key disadvantage of ChatGPT is it provides irrelevant or outdated data. It truly don't understand context like a human, and it depends on patterns in data. Another ethical concerns such as over-reliance or potential misuse.
Well, are there any advice you want to share with other learners?
Yes, of course, learners don't have to de- depend too much on ChatGPT. Use it wisely as a learning assistant. Improve your individual skills and learn from your experience is a key to lead to success.
Well, thank you really much for sharing your experience. Well, to sum up, we can see that AI, such as ChatGPT, plays an important role in improving students' studies, but they have to use them wisely in order to not to be too dependent and also to improve their study in a proper way.
So, talking about virtual education, can you tell me something interesting about your study experience?
Sure. Recently, I've been using a study app called Quizlet, and I would like to share my experience with it. I mainly use it to remember new words or important terms.
That sounds interesting. Why did you choose Quizlet?
I chose Quizlet because it helped me learn vocabulary easily and in fun way. I can create my own flashcard based on my lesson, or I can use flashcard sets made by other student and teacher, which save a lot of time.
What do you like most about Quizlet?
I really like the flashcard system and different study modes such as learn, match, and test. This mode make studying less boring, and it help me remember words faster and more effectively.
How was it help your learning?
Uh, Quizlet, Quizlet help me to remember vocabulary and definition better. I can review uh, I can review my lesson anytime, anywhere, even when I only have a few minutes to study.
So, do you think Quizlet have any weaknesses?
Yes, Quizlet mainly focus on vocabulary and definition, so it doesn't have much in speaking and writing, which are also very important in learning English.
So, is Quizlet not by itself?
Uh, no, I think Quizlet should combine. I think they should combine Quizlet with reading books, mm, listening to English, and speaking and practice speaking to improve your overall English.
Who do you think Quizlet is suitable for?
Uh, I think it's suitable for students who need to learn and review vocabulary especially students who are preparing for tests and exams.
Do you have any advice for other students?
Yes, don't just memorizing the words. Uh, try to try to understand their meanings, learn how to use them correctly, and practice making sentences with them.
Thank you for your experience. So, to summarize, Quizlet is a domain application for students to prepare their English and their vocabulary. However, Quizlet lack of features like reading and listening, which are also important in English conservation. In other words, we must say Quizlet is very dependable for students who are in entry level to learn about words, new words, and English talking in daily life. And to end this talk show, our students in this group like to thank you for your attention, especially your influence as make it to make us aspire